Please remember to associate anywhere with school grounds. Students are reminded they must stay in the building during the game or lose their ability to re-enter the contest once they leave. BFA and Burr and Burton remind participants and spectators of the requirements to behave in a respectful manner. Sportsmanship and safe playing environments are a top priority for all promotional sponsored activities. This is especially true with respect to a person's race, gender, sexual orientation, religion, national origin, ethnic differences, or disability. Any violation of the game or the stand would want to ensure that we always have no game stoppages, no ejections, or forfeits. Let's work together to ensure a positive, supporting, helpful learning environment for everyone involved. We hope you enjoy your stay here as our guests. We also ask all spectators to please stay up and play forward until the strategic videos for post-game handshakes. And now we'll start with the starting line. First for the visiting Burr and Burton Bulldogs. And Burton number 2, under Rose Souza. And Burton senior, number 11, Josie Powers. And Burton senior, number 21, Amelia Tobin. And Burton senior, number 25, Julia Decker. And a forward junior, number 33, Piper Morgan. Coaching Bulldogs Greg Harrison, assisted by Kevin Murphy and Karen Rice. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we put their hands together in the starting lineup. Your team, BFA Bobwhites.
Everybody, it's playoff time. Welcome to Northwest Access TV's presentation of Franklin County Girls Playoff Basketball. My name is Bryce Batchelder, and tonight we are at BFA St. Albans as the number 7 Comets host the number 10 Bulldogs from Burr and Burton Academy. Before we get to starters, this broadcast would not be possible without our community partners. Thank you to Northwestern Rehab Services, Sticks and Stuff and Swanton Lumber, Northwest Counseling and Support Services, Afterglow, Stone's Auto Repair, St. Albans East Fairfield, Notch Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, and the Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to support the efforts of Northwest Access TV to help broadcast live games or Franklin County athletes, contact 802-782-8676. First shot of the game is no good for Burr and Burton. Here come the Comets quickly the other way. Let's get to starters for the visiting Burr and Burton Bulldogs. Number 2, Anya Rose Souza. Number 11, Josie Powers. Number 21, Amelia Tobin. Number 25, Julia Decker. Three-pointer off for DeSaro. And number 33, Piper Morgan. The Bulldogs are coached by Greg Harrington. And for the Comets, number 11, Tessa Sweeney. Number 12, Cadence Lafferty. Number 20, Jade Garso. Number 23, Alyssa Boudreau. And number 25, Ruby DeSaro. The Comets are coached by Shane Garso. Baseline jumper off target for Powers. Here comes Ruby DeSaro the other way, using the left hand. No good off the layup. But Ruby DeSaro is so good at twisting her body in traffic to get a decent look at the rim. Three-pointer also no good for DeSaro. Souza quickly coming the other way, draws the foul. First foul of the game for either team will be called on the Comets. Called on number 11, Tessa Sweeney, her first. Powers inbounding from beneath the hoop, out to Souza. Souza goes to her left. Three-pointer up, no good for Decker. Rebounded by Boudreau, passes out to Garso. Up top, DeSaro. Setting up the offense. BFA gonna have to go into a zone offense. Burton showing a 2-3 zone defense here early on. DeSaro in the corner. Cross court to Sweeney. Sweeney tried the entrance pass to Garso, but picked off by Morgan. Comets with the number 7 rank, number 7 seed in the playoff picture. Burr and Burton, number 10. The winner will travel to St. J Academy to face the number 2 Hilltoppers. Still scoreless over 2 minutes in. Souza thought about the three, but ended up baiting Jade Garso into the foul on the pump fake. That is Garso's first personal, team second. This is the playoffs. We should be all aware of the rules by now, but again, new this year, team fouls reset after each quarter. 5 team fouls put the other team in the bonus. And no more 1-and-1s. All bonus free throw trips are now 2 shots. Souza goes into the lane, turnaround jumper, no good. Alyssa Boudreau with the rebound, and Boudreau's fouled. Bulldog foul on number 33, Piper Morgan, her first, team's first. 2 minutes, 40 seconds into the game, still scoreless. Both teams have had decent looks, however. Most of them, honestly, come from the three-point line. None can get them to fall quite yet. Here's another three for Lafferty. She gets it started. Cadence Lafferty with the first points of the game. Comets up 3-0. Just under 5 minutes left in the opening quarter. Piper Morgan can't control the ball, rolls out of bounds. Back to the Comets. DeSaro bringing the ball up over to Lafferty. Bulldogs now starting to extend their zone defense just a little bit outside the three-point line. Lafferty with another three-point attempt. That one doesn't go. Good defense from DeSaro and Garso in the backcourt. Forced Powers into the travel. Garso through the lane, poked away. Gathered by Powers, running the fast break. Powers called for the double dribble. And we'll get an early timeout called by Greg Harrington. His team still scoreless, 4:25 to go in the first quarter. BFA with a 3-0 lead. coming out of the timeout, 4:25 to go in the opening quarter. Only one basket so far in this game at the hands of Cadence Lafferty hitting a three. Comets up 3-0. Burr and Burton still searching for their first points of the evening. Comets swinging the ball around the three-point line against Burton Burton's 3-2 zone defense. This time the defense comes out on top. Decker met by Sweeney. Passing over to Powers. Up top, Morgan. Over to the left side, back to Decker. Decker goes inside to Morgan. Morgan passing out, wide open three-point attempt. No good, but the offensive rebound by Piper Morgan. She gets the scoring started for her team. Bulldogs trailing 2-3, 3.5 to go in the first quarter. Last couple of possessions, BFA trying to get the ball into that high post to Jade Garso. That's the thing when playing a zone defense. You really have to attack the seams. Getting to the high post is a good place, but it's also the vulnerable place where the defense will collapse. So it can open things up for the offense, or it can force the turnover. There's that high post pass. Nice pass from DeSaro down to Alyssa Boudreau. There's that next wave of trying to attack the seams of his own offense. DeSaro now gets the turnover. She takes it herself, and she is fouled. First trip to the free throw line for either team. 2 free throws for Ruby DeSaro. Foul called on number 11, Josie Powers. Her first, team second. 2:52 left in the first quarter. DeSaro hits the first. Officials allowing the Burton substitution to come in before DeSaro's second free throw. It's Macy Matthews checking into the game. DeSaro goes 2 for 2 from the line. BFA up 7-2. So it took about 3.5 minutes to get the first 3 points on the board. Since then, we've had 6 points scored total in the game. Shot no good for Matthews. Rebounded by the Comets. Jade Garso called for the travel. Comets keeping their full court press up, just a straight up man-to-man full court press. Nothing fancy, but they have been able to force a couple turnovers off of it. Entry pass picked off by Cadence Lafferty. Gonna keep it herself, bring it the other way. Finds DeSaro, open three, nails it. Ruby DeSaro now with 5 points. Comets now up 10-2. We'll get another timeout called by Coach Harrington of Burr and Burton with 1:59 to go in the first quarter. .159 left in the first quarter. Burr and Burton ball, they're trailing 10-2. Just beat the full court press, now get the turnover. No, we'll get a foul. Foul called on number 31, Ava Harrison. Her first, team's third. BFA just barely gets the ball in, but it means DeSaro behind everybody. Great find to Ava Harrison, who finishes off the fast break. Harrison's first points of the game. Comets up 12-2. But Ava Harrison gets her second foul in 22 seconds, and she will quickly come back out of the game. Team's fourth personal foul, team's fourth foul. Lauren Johnson checks in. Decker with her left hand brings to the free throw line, then steps back out, closely guarded by DeSaro. Johnson read that pass all the way. She's gonna keep it. Lots of body contact. And Johnson will go to the line to shoot two. Foul called on number 30. Maven Virgilio, that's her first personal, team's third. Johnson short on the first. To Virgilio's credit, she was clean on the block up top, but lots of body contact, and that's where the foul was called. Johnson goes 0 for 2, so ends up being a good foul, but offensive rebound to BFA. The mid-range jumper for Emma Harrison, the freshman, is good. She has 2 points. BFA up 14-2, just over a minute left in the first quarter. Stumbling down was Josie Powers, ends up with the ball, gets it over to Souza to preserve the possession for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs looking for one more clean look before the end of the quarter. Souza called for the travel. Although I think one of those calls that Emma Harrison probably would have preferred that be a no call, because she had the fast break coming the other way. If not for the whistle to blow the play dead. 40 seconds. DeSaro bringing the ball up. Swing around to Johnson. Johnson closely guarded by Souza, who will be called for the foul with exactly 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. So that is Anya Rose Souza's first personal, team's fourth. Sorry, over to Harrington. Three-pointer, no good for Emma Harrison. Powers brings it up. 15 seconds. Met by a couple BFA defenders. 10 seconds. Powers going down low to Morgan. Morgan's shot no good. 2 seconds left. And that will do it for the opening quarter. The Comets with the 14-2 lead over the Bulldogs. At the start of the second quarter, the Comets, number 7 Comets, up on the number 10 Bulldogs by a score of 14-2. Before we get back to the action, this broadcast would not be possible without our community partners. Thank you to Northwestern Rehab Services, Sticks and Stuff and Swanton Lumber, Northwest Counseling and Support Services, Afterglow, Stone's Auto Repair, St. Albans, East Fairfield, Notch, Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, and the Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to support the efforts of Northwest Access TV to help broadcast live games of Franklin County athletes, contact 802-782-8676. Jade Garso kicks it out to Lafferty. Lafferty's three is good. Cadence Lafferty with 6 points on the evening, 2 3-pointers. Comets now up 17-2. Bulldogs turn it over again. Alyssa Boudreau right there to corral loose ball, but Comets called for the travel, hand it right back over to Burr and Burton. So to recap, it took us about 3.5 minutes to get any sort of scoring started in this game. Cadence Lafferty finally hit a 3-pointer to put the Comets up 3-0. Stayed like that for a while, and then all of a sudden the Comets started scoring, and now they're on a 14-2 run since then. I suppose with a score of now 17-4, you could say they're on a 17-4 run, but Anya Rose Souza gets the scoring started for the Bulldogs in the second quarter. She gets the bucket to fall, and she'll go to the line for one. BFA foul on number 12, Cadence Lafferty, her first, team's first. Souza misses the free throw. Rebound pulled down by Boudreau. Now DeSaro pushing the pace. Kicks it out to Garso for three. Too strong. Rebounded by Tobin, who gives it to Decker. Decker guarded by Sweeney. Souza looking around on the right side. Uses the screen. Now running the pick and roll with Maven Virgilio. And Virgilio will go to the line for two. Foul on Alyssa Boudreau, her first, team second. It's the first time that we've seen that pick and roll from Burr and Burton tonight. Got Virgilio a decent look. That may be a play that they want to try to use a little bit more, try to get some scoring started here. Climb back into the game. Virgilio misses the first free throw. Now the second attempt. No good, offensive rebound. Decker setting up a play. Over to Powers. Tobin looking around, guarded by Sweeney. Ball poked out of bounds off of Ruby DeSaro. Good hands. A little bit of a busted play there for the Bulldogs. Nevertheless, they keep possession. Souza will inbound. Corner three, too strong. Out of bounds to the Comets. Harrison trying to get it down low to Alyssa Boudreau. Poked away, but the Comets recover the loose ball. Sweeney attacks the seam, but the bounce pass to Lafferty doesn't connect. Powers coming the other way. No good on that shot, but the follow. Amelia Tobin right there for the offensive rebound and putback. Tobin's first points of the evening. Burr and Burton trail 6-17. Oh, good find from DeSaro. Alyssa Boudreau dragged her pivot foot, but that's how you attack a zone. Attack the seams and try to get a player behind it. BFA's full court press almost forced the turnover that time, but Virgilio able to pick it up before it went out of bounds. Now Decker. Stolen by Ruby DeSaro, keeps it herself. Takes it all the way. DeSaro with 7 points. BFA up 19-6. Decker playing quarterback, connects with wide receiver Josie Powers, who finishes it off. Bulldogs trail 8-19, just over 4.5 remaining in the second quarter. Lafferty drives into 3 Burton defenders, stolen away, and then Lafferty gonna be caught on the reach-in. That is Cadence Lafferty's second personal foul, team's third of the second quarter. Burton has yet to commit a foul in the quarter. BFA keeping up their full court press. Souza dribbling up. DeSaro attacking from the front. Boudreaux attacking from behind. Knocked the ball loose, but somehow Burton kept possession. Down low. Amelia Tobin with a strong move over to her left side. Doesn't get the layup to fall, but will go to the line for 2 shots. BFA foul on number 3, Lauren Johnson. Her first, team's 4th. Tobin hits the front end. This could be the way that Burton climbs back into the game. BFA just 1 team foul away from being in the bonus. We still have half a quarter to go. Tobin misses the second. She has 3 points. Burton down 9-19. DeSaro. BFA speeding it up. Johnson kicks it out. Sweeney up to DeSaro. DeSaro goes to her left. Somehow just sneaks underneath 2 defenders. Can't get the layup to go. How Ruby DeSaro is able to split defenders the way she does is just amazing. Souza goes to her left, stops. Back up top to Virgilio, now to Decker. Decker gonna drive to her right. Finds a rolling Tobin, who is fouled. She'll go back to the line. And that's going to be BFA's 5th team foul. So Burton in the bonus with 3:31 to go in the second quarter. Again, the way they could climb back into the game. BFA foul called on number 25, Ruby DeSaro. That's her first. Amelia Tobin to the line for 2 free throws. Misses the first. Goes 1 for 2 from the line. Give Tobin 4 points on the evening. Burton back within single digits for the first time in a while. Trailing 10-19, just under 3.5 left until halftime. Sweeney inbounding for the Comets. Up to DeSaro at the 3-point line. 3-pointer, too strong for Tessa Sweeney. Out of bounds off of Jade Garso's fingertips. Bulldog basketball. Gonna see if they can make a little run here and make the game interesting before teams go to the locker room. Decker guarded by DeSaro. Over to Souza. Tobin back over to Decker on the opposite side. Trying to get it back down to Tobin. So the Bulldogs right now kind of running the ball passes from the high post up to the 3-point line. And then the passer tries to slip down to the lane, trying to connect it. BFA kind of catching on to that though. BFA just playing a straight man-to-man defense. Decker takes it herself. Is blocked. We're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Bulldogs. Burton hoping for a foul to no avail on that one. But an excellent inbounds play, but Julia Decker couldn't finish it off. Johnson down low to Garso. Garso loses the basketball out of bounds. Back to Burton. So Lafferty back into the game. Shelby Lawrence, another senior, checking in for the Comets. Decker to Powers. Souza running along the baseline. Decker keeps it herself. Then tried to save the ball from going out of bounds, but straight to Ruby DeSaro. Three-pointer up for Lafferty, no good. Ball bounces around a few fingertips, eventually settles in the hands of a Bulldog player. BFA trying to jump some passing lanes here. Burton eventually breaks the full court press. Shot no good. We'll get another jump ball, this time in favor of the Comets. Macy Matthews checking into the game for Burton. And Emma Harrison checking back in for the Comets. 1:50 to go in the second quarter. Burton still showing their 2-3 zone. So BFA gonna swing the ball around the three-point line. Lafferty finds DeSaro in the corner, pump fake, drives baseline, gets the shot up, gets it to roll in. Could have sworn DeSaro got blocked, but still strong enough to get the ball up there. She has 9 points. BFA up 21-10. Big block by Jade Garso on the shot attempt by Josie Powers. Matthews over to Powers. Powers goes to her right. Strong take from Amelia Tobin, but knocked away. Here comes BFA the other direction. Anya Rose Souza got a hand in the passing lane, knocked it out of bounds. 44 seconds remaining till halftime. DeSaro calling the play for the Comets, 40 seconds. Good ball movement for the Comets. Down low, shot too strong for Lawrence, surrounded by 3 players. 25 seconds, here's Souza on the other end, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line for 2 free throws with 24 seconds to go in the second quarter. BFA foul on number 14, Shelby Lawrence, her first. Souza at the line for 2 shots. Hits the first. Goes 1 for 2 from the line. She has 3 points. 20 seconds left until halftime. Comets looking for one more shot. 3-pointer up. Good for Emma Harrison. She has 5 points. 5 seconds to go. Burton trying to hustle up. Rough foul called on Ruby DeSaro. That is her second personal. The last thing the Comets wanted to do was give up another shot with 5 seconds to go in the half, but because of the foul and Burton is in the bonus, Julia Decker will get an opportunity to get at least a couple more points before halftime. Decker hits the first free throw with exactly 3 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Decker goes 2 for 2, her first points of the evening. Burton trailing 13-24. 1 second, DeSaro puts it up at the buzzer. Oh, just bounces off the rim. At halftime, the number 7 Comets lead the number 10 Bulldogs by a score of 24-13. Before we send it to Comets, ranked number 7, hosting the number 10 Burr and Burton Academy Bulldogs. Comets with a 24-13 lead coming into the second half. A reminder that this broadcast would not be possible without our community partners. Thank you to Northwestern Rehab Services, Sticks and Stuff and Swanton Lumber, Northwest Counseling and Support Services, Afterglow, Stone's Auto Repair, St. Albans, East Fairfield, Notch, Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, and the Collins Preley Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to support the efforts of Northwest Access TV to help broadcast live games of Franklin County athletes, contact 802-782-8676. Scoring leaders for the game so far. Ruby DeSaro for BFA leading all players in the game with 9. Cadence Lafferty chipping in 6, and Emma Harrison with 5. For the Bulldogs, Amelia Tobin leading her team with 4. Anya Rose Souza with 3. Piper Morgan now with 4 points on the game, gets the scoring started early for the Bulldogs, now trailing 15-24. Closest they've been in a while. Again, the game started scoreless for about the first 3.5 minutes, and then finally Cadence Lafferty hit a 3-pointer for the Comets, and then it was 3-0 for quite a while. Then BFA just sort of went on a scoring frenzy, got up by as much as 17-2, which a 15-point lead. Bulldogs have been slowly trying to claw their way back into the game since. The closest they've gotten, 9 points. DeSaro's 3, no good. The Bulldogs have reached within 9 points twice. At one point about midway through the second quarter, and then right now, Jade Garceau kicks it out. Pass too high from Tessa Sweeney, out of bounds, trying to connect with Cadence Lafferty. Turns it back over to the Bulldogs. Souza has a little bit of space. She's fouled. BFA foul on number 11, Tessa Sweeney. That's her second. Team's first. Souza in the corner. Gonna drive baseline, puts up the baseline floater just short. Cadence Lafferty with the rebound. Now Ruby DeSaro pushing the pace the other way. Swinging the ball around, 3-pointer up. Good for Cadence Lafferty. She has 9 points. She's hit 3 3-pointers in the game so far. BFA back up double digits, 27-15. BFA defense forces a turnover. Lafferty connects with Garceau. Garceau takes it the rest of the way. Layup, no good. Rebounded by Burton. Still not across half court. There it is, as Julia Decker can set things up for her team. Now Souza. Again, drives, and she'll get caught with the travel. Credit Tessa Sweeney stepping over to step into the lane on defense. Souza wasn't expecting it. Ended up dragging her pivot foot. Burton sticking with their 2-3 zone that they've been running all game. Garceau picks it up, and we're going to get our first timeout of the second half, called by Shane Garceau, with 5:57 to go in the third period. BFA up 27-15. Back from the timeout, Comets up 27-15, 5:57 to go in the third period. Another try for Lafferty. That one hits the rim, but BFA with the offensive rebound. Garso kicks it out, swinging around, another try for Lafferty. That one's good from the corner. 12 points, her fourth three-pointer of the evening. BFA up 30-15. Burton had gotten back within 9, and then Cadence Lafferty nails a couple of threes. Put BFA back up 15. Burton trying to answer. Amelia Tobin will go to the line for 2 free throws. BFA foul on number 25, Ruby DeSaro. That's her third, team second. Tobin hits the first. Tobin 2 for 2 from the line. She has 6 points on the game. Bulldogs trailing 17-30. Reminder, the winner of this game will travel to St. Johnsbury Academy to play the Hilltoppers Thursday night. Playing to see who's gonna make that trip. Good ball movement from BFA, results in a three-pointer from Emma Harrison. Harrison has 8 points. BFA up 33-17, 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Souza with the ball, drives to the free throw line. Kicks it out, Decker with the shot, no good. Rebounded by Boudreaux. Garso with the three, not that time. Powers, gonna keep it herself in attack. Garso reaching her hand in there. Knocked the ball away at the last minute, but she's also going to get called for the foul. BFA foul on number 20, Jade Garso. That's her second, team's third. Powers misses the first. Goes 1 for 2. Powers with 3 points. Bulldogs trailing 18-33. Just under 4.5 to go in the third period. Lafferty loses the ball. Souza rips it away. Now Decker handling for the Bulldogs, guarded by Tessa Sweeney. Decker looking down low to Piper Morgan. Alyssa Boudreaux get caught with the foul. It's Boudreaux's second personal. Team's fourth. Tessa Sweeney with a block. Harrison kicks it to Lafferty, baseline. Her jumper no good. Off of Matthews' fingertips. Ball will stay with the Comets. Three-pointer up. No good for Ava Harrison. Rebounded by Virgilio. Now Burton pulling the three, nails it. Macy Matthews, her first points of the game. Bulldogs trail 21-33. A three-pointer the Bulldogs badly needed to keep sort of a reasonable distance with the Comets. Try to make a run. Lafferty's three, that one no good. Offensive rebound. Three-point attempt for Harrison, no good. Another offensive rebound for the Comets. Lafferty gonna drive, trying to hit the entrance pass. Ava Harrison in the post. go off of a Bulldog foot. A kickball is called. Stay with the Comets. Another three, no good. Souza with the rebound. Souza draws the foul. She'll earn herself 2 free throws. Foul called on number 31, Ava Harrison. Her 3rd personal, team's 5th. Bulldogs in the bonus for the rest of the 3rd quarter, which is 3 minutes, 2 seconds. Souza hits the first free throw. Goes 1 for 2. Souza with 4 points. Bulldogs trail 22-33, 3:01 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Harrison gonna make it to the free throw line, kicks it out to Lafferty, back to Harrison. Harrison taking her time. Eventually the Bulldogs are gonna have to extend their perimeter defense, try to make BFA hurry things up. The clock is not on the Bulldog side. Shot no good, rebounded. And then pass thrown away, gathered by Harrison. Souza got a hand in there to knock the ball away, and then it bounced off of Tessa Sweeney's fingertips, out of bounds to the Bulldogs. Virgilio guarded by Jade Garso. Now Souza with an open lane. Kicks it out, corner 3, no good. Offensive rebound to Maven Virgilio. Now gives it to Souza in the corner. She's gonna take it herself across the lane. Gets her floater to drop. Souza has 6 points. Burton back within 9. Like I said, sort of the closest they've been able to get in the game a few times. But then BFA scores some points, create some distance. Let's see if this time will be different. We'll get a timeout called with 1 minute, 30 seconds left. Comets up 33-24. So coming out of the timeout, 1:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. Comets are up 33-24. A quick note that Northwest Access TV is looking for part-time videographers. If you're interested in media production and recording other community events, not just sports, please check out the jobs tab at northwestaccess.tv for more information. Training can be provided for the right candidate. We'd love to see you involved in our community media center. Comets turn the ball over back to Burton. Burton, 1:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. Souza looking around, gets it to Decker in the corner. Up to Morgan. Now down low to Souza. Souza kept it herself with the left hand. She has 8 points. Don't look now, Bulldogs only trailing by 7. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs force a turnover and then bait Jade Garso into the foul. That is Jade Garso's third personal foul. Burton in the bonus. So Piper Morgan to the line to shoot 2. Hits free throw number 1. Lauren Johnson checks into the game for the Comets. Morgan 1 for 2 from the line with 5 points. Pulls the Bulldogs within 6, 27-33, 40 seconds left in the third quarter. BFA passing around, Johnson goes baseline, stopped by 2 defenders. Souza rips the ball away, 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Ruby DeSaro read that pass, couldn't complete the catch though. So Burton keeps possession, 20 seconds. Floater up, no good. Lauren Johnson, smallest player on the floor, comes down with the rebound. 10 seconds, Ruby DeSaro with the ball. 5 seconds, finding Tessa Sweeney down on the block, kicks it out to the corner. Johnson for 3, no good at the buzzer. At the end of 3 quarters, Bulldogs back in this thing, trailing the Comets by 6 by a score of 27-33. 1 quarter remaining to see who will travel to St. Jay on Thursday. As we start the fourth quarter, BFA up 33-27 on Burton. The first round playoff matchup. Scoring leaders, Cadence Lafferty leading all players in the game with 12 points. She's hit 4 threes tonight. Ruby DeSaro with 9 and Emma Harrison with 8 for the Bulldogs. Anya Rose Souza leading her team with 8. Amelia Tobin chipping in 6 and Piper Morgan with 5. Bulldogs have trailed by as many as 15. Now only within 6. Comets, on the other hand, looking to put them away here in the fourth quarter. Harrison, pass over to DeSaro. DeSaro gonna drive, tries to connect on the bounce pass to Boudreau. Boudreau draws the foul. Burton foul on number 25, Julia Decker, her first, team's first. DeSaro faked the shot, then tried to drive in, but lost the ball. Powers, an open lane, dragged her pivot foot. Alyssa Boudreau with the defense. I think the last minute stepping into the lane to make Powers drag her pivot foot. Almost looked like the Comets weren't sure defensively where Powers was, but Alyssa Boudreau figured it out just in time. DeSaro down to Boudreau. Boudreau at the free throw line, kicks it out. BFA content to pass the ball around. Pass picked off by Souza. Now Decker bringing up the ball, guarded by Sweeney. Powers looking around. She'll keep it at the free throw line. Gonna pull up herself. Shot is short. But right there for the offensive rebound, Amelia Tobin. Tobin gets herself into a better position. Puts it up and makes it. She has 8 points. Burton now only down 4. Trying to figure out what the stoppage is. Coach Garso called a timeout. Coach Harrington, I think with a legitimate point here, arguing that BFA didn't have the ball and they shouldn't be granted the timeout. Nonetheless, timeout is granted with 6:17 to go. Burton down 29-33. So it is still BFA possession. Referees determining that Coach Garso called the timeout before BFA lost the ball. So the timeout from Coach Garso worked to preserve the possession. I do understand Coach Harrington's gripe, however. Especially the way that Burton has been able to get themselves back into this game. As mentioned before, Burton gonna have to start extending their perimeter defense a little bit. BFA gonna kind of play the stalling game a little bit, holding the ball way outside, waiting for Burton to come defend them. BFA content wasting as much time as they can. Ruby DeSaro now just keeps possession. DeSaro looking around, Souza stepping out on her. And DeSaro draws the foul on Anya Rose Souza. Will be her second personal, team second. And Coach Harrington going to call the timeout with 5:43 to go in the fourth quarter. We've got a good ball game here. Again, Burton trailed by as many as I believe 16. Have slowly climbed back into this game, now trailing by only 4. BFA, number 7 seed, Burton, the number 10 seed. Winner will travel to St. Johnsbury Academy to play the Hilltoppers Thursday night. This was a long trip for Burton. That's about a 2.5-hour drive from Manchester up Route 7. To make it here to St. Albans. So Burton trying to make the trip worthwhile. While the Comets trying to send them home a little disappointed. DeSaro splits the defense. I think was more open than she expected and just shorted the layup. That was the first time we've seen Burton just go with a straight up man-to-man defense this entire game. And I think it really threw off DeSaro on that stretch. But Alyssa Boudreau with the steal, takes it herself. Boudreau has 4 points, puts the Comets back up by 6, 35-29, 5:15 left in the fourth quarter. Decker. Now Powers using the screen. Finds Decker on the backdoor cut, a little Euro step. Julia Decker has 4 points. Bulldogs trail 31-35, just under 5 minutes to go in the last quarter. Burton sticking with their man-to-man defense. Boudreau looking around, now gives it to Harrison. Harrison to Sweeney. Okay, playing the clock game. DeSaro driving, cuts the other way, kicks it out. This possession going perfectly for the Comets. One of the advantages of not having a shot clock in Vermont high school basketball. And we're going to end up with a foul called on BFA, number 11, Tessa Sweeney. That's her third. Team's first. 4:04 remaining in the fourth quarter. So that possession went absolutely perfectly for BFA, everything except the end of it, but they wasted a lot of clock, which is exactly what they wanted to do. Shot, no good. Rebound by Tobin. Tobin's fouled. She'll go to the line for 2 free throws. A chance to bring the Bulldogs within 2. MVU foul on number 20, Jade Garso. That's her 4th personal, team 2nd. Tobin hits the first. Tobin short on the second one. Tobin has 9 points. Bulldogs only down by 3. It's a 1-possession game, 32-35. Just over 3.5 left in the fourth quarter. Sweeney with the ball, looking around. Finds Tesaro cutting. Tesaro couldn't handle the pass. Ball still loose, picked up by Powers. Powers gives it to Decker. Bulldogs could potentially tie in this possession if they hit a 3, but they go down low. Down to Amelia Tobin. She's in double figures with 11 points. Bulldogs only down 1, 34-35. 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Again, Burton was down by as many as 16. Now only down 1. Sweeney to the corner. Cadence Lafferty, who's hit 4 threes tonight, kicks it out to Garso. BFA needs to start scoring points, but they have the luxury of the ability to be nice and patient while doing it. Gonna wait for the perfect opportunity. Tesaro uses the screen. No lane there, so she picks it up. And now, Tesaro draws the foul. BFA bench and the crowd here asking for that call a little bit earlier. Either way, they got it. Amelia Tobin with the foul for Burton. That is her 2nd personal, team's 3rd. Lafferty over to Sweeney. Sweeney drives with her left hand, pulls up at the free throw line. Gives it back to Tesaro. Tesaro guarded by Souza. Draws another foul on Anya Rose Souza. It'll be Souza's 3rd personal, team's 4th. So BFA doing a good job of drawing fouls here on this possession and wasting the clock big time. Need to end it with some points though in a close 1-possession game. Exactly 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Tesaro over to the right side, hands it off to Garso. Garso will drive with her left. Julia Decker with the reach in. Foul called actually on number 21, Amelia Tobin, her 3rd. Team's 5th, so BFA in the bonus the rest of the way. Jade Garso hits the first of 2 free throws. Garso misses the second. That's her lone point of the night. Puts the BFA back up 2, 36-34. 1:45 to go. We've got a good one here. Powers pulls up from the baseline. Too strong. Souza with the long rebound. Decker drives. Off the backboard, no good. Ruby DeSaro comes down with the rebound. A minute and a half left. DeSaro gonna keep it herself. DeSaro fouled. She'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Burton foul called on number 2, Anya Rose Souza. That's her 4th personal. DeSaro hits the first. So 4 personals on Anya Rose Souza. She is one of their leading scorers in the game with 8 points. Certainly don't want to lose her for the last minute 30 as it's a 1-possession game. But not if Ruby DeSaro has anything to say about it. DeSaro with 11 points makes it a 2-possession game. BFA up 38-34. 1:25 to go. Powers guarded by Lafferty. Powers gonna drive. She's fouled. Foul on number 23, Alyssa Boudreau. That's her 3rd, team's 3rd. Powers short on the free throw. Coach Harrington with the timeout with 1:17 to go in the 4th quarter. Comets up 38-34 on the Bulldogs. Stay with us. We're going to have a good finish here in St. Albans. .117 remaining. BFA up on Burr and Burton 38-34. Josie Powers with 1 more free throw. Misses the second. Possession gonna stay here. Bulldog basketball, minute 14 left. Bulldogs looking to make this a 1-possession game once again. Anya Rose Souza inbounding. Up to Julia Decker. Decker goes down low to Tobin. Tobin kicks it out to Virgilio. Shot no good. Ruby DeSaro with the rebound for the Comets. And Burton may be starting the foul game here. Julia Decker with her 2nd personal. Ruby DeSaro will go to the line for 2 bonus free throws. Hits the first. Two for 2. The senior Ruby DeSaro coming in the clutch. BFA up 6, 40-34, less than a minute to go. Souza with the ball. Souza drives, puts it up herself, falls in. Souza now in double digits with 10 points. Burton trailing by 4. But that's going to be the last foul for Anya Rose Souza. She will finish the evening with 10 points and a heck of an effort in the comeback attempt for the Bulldogs. Souza in tears on the bench, checking out for the last time as a senior, but huge credit to her for the game that she had. She left it all out there. Was a big part of the Bulldogs' comeback attempt. DeSaro misses the first. Misses both. Rebounded by Decker. 45 seconds. Knocked out from behind by Boudreaux. 44 seconds to go. Bulldogs trailing by 4, trying to make this a one-possession game. They can be a little bit picky, but they still need to move quickly to get some points. Decker gonna drive baseline. Pass too strong, but Powers gathers it before it goes into the backcourt. Less than 30 seconds. Got to get some points here. Three-pointer up from Decker. No good. Rebounded by Garceau. Gives it to DeSaro. 20 seconds to go. DeSaro looking to waste some time. Now Lafferty back up to DeSaro. 10 seconds to go. We'll get a Burton foul. Which may be just a little, too late. Referees, I think, called an away from the ball, loose ball foul, so it wouldn't be a shot. Coach Garceau arguing it's still a defensive foul. It should be 2 bonus free throws. Not gonna win this argument. I think they're gonna end up calling an offensive foul on BFA on Tessa Sweeney. That's her 4th personal, BFA's 4th team foul. Much to the chagrin of the home crowd and the BFA coaching staff. Nonetheless, Burr and Burton timeout with 10 seconds remaining. Coach Harrington calls a timeout. Burr and Burton trailing 36-40. Still a 2-possession game, but gives them a little bit of life here with 10 seconds to go. Sort of a confusing sequence of events. But if we wanted a good finish to this game, this could be it. Again, the Comets, the 7 seed, the Bulldogs, the 10 seed. The winner will be traveling to St. Johnsbury to play the number 2 Hilltoppers on Thursday night. Macy Matthews, the inbound the ball for the Bulldogs. 10 seconds remaining exactly. Into Powers. Bulldogs got to move. Powers gonna drive. She puts it up from the elbow. Shot no good. Tessa Sweeney with the rebound. She's just gonna hold on to it, and that'll do it. The Comets will advance. They will play the St. Johnsbury Academy Hilltoppers in St. J on Thursday night. Comets with the 40-36 victory over the Burr and Burton Bulldogs. But credit Burr and Burton, they were down by as much as 16 and made their way back into this game. Got it within 1, but not quite enough. Before we leave tonight, this broadcast would not be possible without our community partners. Thank you to Northwestern Rehab Services, Sticks and Stuff and Swanton Lumber, Northwest Counseling and Support Services, Afterglow, Stone's Auto Repair, St. Albans, East Fairfield, Notch, Vermont, JC Image, Union Bank, and the Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to support the efforts of Northwest Access TV to help broadcast live games of Franklin County athletes, contact 802-782-8676. And a special message from NCSS. Over the last 4 years, Northwestern Counseling and Support Services has been in partnership with the Afterglow Foundation, working to prevent suicide deaths in our community. If you are concerned about yourself or a loved one, there are people in our community that can help. Reach out to NCSS 24 hours a day on our confidential emergency services line, 802-524-6554, then press 1. Or you can always dial 988. One call could save a life. Leading scorers for the game, Ruby DeSaro led all players with 13 points, Cadence Lafferty with 12, and Emma Harrison with 8. And for Burr and Burton, Amelia Tobin led her team with 11, and Anya Rose Souza with 10. Again, the Comets winning in what ended up being a nail-biter, 40-36. Again, Burton trailed by as much as 16, got it back within 1, but BFA sealed the deal. They're going to travel to St. Jay to play the Hilltoppers Thursday night. But thank you to Hunter, our videographer. My name is Bryce Batchelder. Thank you for watching Northwest Access TV. I think this is going to do it for our basketball coverage for the season. Thank you all so much for your continued support from the community. Thank you to our staff in the studio at Northwest Access TV, and thank you to the BFA Athletic Department for being such great partners. Thank you all again for watching. Hopefully you'll see some hockey playoffs here, and we'll catch you again with spring sports.